Hello, hello. Ah, okay. I am unable to hold it. Welcome to my stream again. Back here again. This guy was just giving me a bond. How are y'all doing today? Thank you, sir. Hope we all have a great Memorial Day weekend. For those of you in the States. I think it's only in the States, right? I'm not sure. But look what I have to show off. Boom. U logs. That means I have one fewer U seeds. Thankfully, it did not die. Hey Joey, Patrick, Daryl, Sir Naru, Steffi, Steve. So, today, my new U logs also means a new U short bow, so I was hoping to get some range up. I'm not feeling this song, sorry, lads, if you were vibing to it. Hey Afro, welcome, welcome. I can finish those later, it's kind of boring. I have one oak sapling. My hard-earned oak sapling. Alright. I also have a planted maple tree. I am hoping it is not of the dead variety right about now. We will see. I'm gonna do what the people do when they loot their chests at Chambers of Zarek. Alright. See. Sorry, Afro. Oh, it's looking kinda not dead. Hey. I'll take it. I don't think that'll quite get me a level. Yeah. Alright, let me see. What's the rate of trees? I'm not gonna bother this time. Let's see if we get the pet. Wait, I don't have an axe. One sec, let me get the axe first. I guess I can look up the rate. While I'm getting my axe. Looks like it's 1 out of about 14k. Not bad. But then that minus 25 times 58. So it's actually 1 out of 12,602 for my level. Alright. Hey, I found a Hespori seed though. I saw text and I was getting excited. Almost. I hope everybody had a good week. I know at my work it was very slow. People decided that Wednesday should be Memorial Day weekend, which I'm okay with that. But I will admit though, chopping down that yew tree when I had it up, it took a long stinking time with this axe. Even though I have like 95 wood cutting, it was like 20 minutes in inventory. It was crazy. Jeez. I feel bad. This guy just gave me his last bond. You do get put in awkward positions, I guess. Maples aren't too fast either, I will confess. So I do have some questions for you guys, for whoever is here. I would be curious, because I noticed that, like, on YouTube is an interesting platform to stream on, because it is set up to be more like for videos. So people subscribe because they found your video because of the YouTube algorithm. And then, and that's kind of different from how you find people on Twitch. On Twitch, you're like, I want to watch this game, so I view this game and see all the streamers, and then you click on one that's interesting and you find one, like that. On YouTube, if you then stream on a video platform, people that are subscribed will find you because of your videos, and then they'll see this video, this 3-hour-long stream on there that is not a digestible piece of content they were hoping to consume. So it's almost like you shouldn't leave your VODs up if you want to like retain people for what they came for. Kind of just a different thing. Oh, hey, Randy. Nice to see you here. I think everybody should know who Randy is, but if you don't know, do some Googling and watch his stuff. He's got some crazy videos out there. Very entertaining. And thank you for the shout out in that one video where you happened to ponce to my character. Okay, so just normal compost. Great. So I didn't actually ask a question. But, so my question is, what I had been doing, you can private streams. Yeah, you could private the stream so people don't see it. Right now I have a playlist for stream VODs, but it still shows up in people's sub boxes, which ideally people would somehow be notified about streams, but not have it sit in their sub boxes. But I don't know if there's a way to do that, so. But I'm also a newbie at this YouTube-y stuff. Alright, let's range. Hey, thanks. That's very high praise coming from Randy. But this is some potential bug abuse right here. I don't know what's happening here. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard because, like, I want to keep VODs up so people can watch that missed it, but I don't really want the VOD up like for like what YouTube is. It's kind of weird. You can make a private playlist and link it in the description. That's true, I could unlist everything or something. Something like that, but I just know when I see people streaming and I know I'm not going to catch their stream, I'm like 10,000% more likely to unsubscribe, even though I would watch their videos. That's just me, and I think that's kind of how YouTube is as opposed to Twitch. There is actually kind of like a... Let me see if I can show you. There is an area on YouTube that's trying to be like Twitch. But I don't think anybody ever goes there. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there's this area on Twitch. If you like tag your stream as old school RuneScape, it'll show up here. But you have to remember to tag it, and nobody knows where in the world this even is. So, like... So it can try to be streamer friendly, but it won't be. And if you compare that page to the Twitch page, it's a wonder why people go to Twitch instead. Oh really, they're adding gifted subs and hosting soon too. I feel like the future is definitely not Twitch, but I don't know what the future is. But if you keep thinking about the future, you'll miss the present. So like, what do Mr. Niles? That is a spade. Thank you. Checking light source on the wiki to the general in Land's End seems to be the most possible way. By unlocking Port Sarim and getting the Land's End chunk after. Yeah, either that or I know that Bowser, who started in the same chunk, he got his first light source from Entrana, a candle on Entrana. That's another possible one. But yeah, Land's End is also not bad. Yeah, they need to market more. I would agree. or something. I don't know how to fix it, but you literally sound like the happiest and calmest person in the world. Ah, thanks, man. That makes me so happy and calm. But no, for real, thanks. I tend to find myself inclined to YouTube streams more. I haven't touched Twitch in years. Well, more on ya. One thing I really like about YouTube, or sorry, about Twitch as opposed to YouTube is I'm not a degenerate, but the gambling and channel points does give me some excitement. And there's certain things about Twitch, like, you know, just the emotes that they're just classic, you know. Yeah, stealing candles in the church, that's the one. Catherby Candle Shop. Yeah, that's true. I could head off that way. It would require at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not impossible. I'm also not convinced that if I'm just here for a couple years, they won't just, like, plop down a candle spawn. I've done that before. Just saying. Voice is soothing? Great. Good stuff. Been working on it. No, that's a lie. I've not been working on anything. Oh really? That's a separate chunk you need? Oh yeah, yeah. The Caterpie itself is 2 chunks. Yeah, I think I I remember seeing that you can use better Twitch TV or something on YouTube, which is interesting. Oop, what's it gonna be, boys? Hmm. Gotta start organizing. Current goals? Hey, Ice Giant. Right now, we're mostly looking to train range, get some easy total levels, so that we can, in the long distant future, accumulate lots of additional runes and stuff from the Maze Random. And I now have this cool yew oak short bow. I just said yew oak. That's awkward. Yew short bow. So I can make better use of my many runes I've accumulated over 10 months. But we're killing these guys because they drop iron ore, which we will need much of, and medium clues, which we'll have to get quite lucky to complete a medium clue. On average, it's about 10,000 guard kills to get a step that I can do. And I currently have 1. I did lose 3 last Friday. I fumbled all those, unfortunately. Which, I did some researching, and it was not my fault. It was a Jagex Android bug, where it logged me back in when I pressed where the login button would be while I was logging out, and so it logged me back in, and I looked away, and the despawn timer restarted. It was a big mess, but I learned, making me bigger, faster, better, stronger, you know? But next video, I'm going to have a medium casket. For sure. Nothing can stop me. You know, like, I could be stopped, but hopefully not. Let's just go with the hopefully I'm not stopped. There he is. How long have I been in this chunk? Yeah, I started on August 2nd. So however long that is, it's getting pretty close to 10 months. But it feels like just yesterday. And that gives you confidence in me. I'm not sure what this fella's doing. He used to be more discreet in the previous streams. Take a lot more damage wearing nothing here. Guess we'll just get to eat a lot of chicken. Water. Very nice. Bond. Huh. Mims. Oh, wait. No. Oh, I moved it. Guess this stream I just accept bonds. And I need to record these, don't I? Thank you, pretty much, for your bond. Very generous. I should have recorded that other guy, shouldn't I? What am I doing? Oh, another. Dear goodness. Okay, I gotta record that one too. He gave me another one. Thank you one more time. I never know what to do when people give me stuff. It's just like, you know, it's like people don't just hand out stuff to you in real life very often. Oh, I see. I know that name. Alright, sorry, we can continue. Living in your hometown as an adult feels like you're playing chunk locked in real life. That's true. Especially if you go to college there too, then it's probably really that way. You're also on YouTube. This is a VOD, so you can go back. That's true. True. Question, Buzz. Would you later add the drop document to the description in the future? Oh, yeah. So the drop document, or my little Notepad++ text file over here, yeah, I kind of use that for a lot of stuff. But what you could do is I try to keep it fairly up to date. I do keep the chunk picker, my chunk picker code in the description of this stream. You could go check that out. It's fairly up to date. Oh, one sec, I have to take a phone call. Okay, I have returned. So yeah, I probably wouldn't provide a link to that exact document, but you can check out the that one, the chunk picker, and it'll if you have the supreme mode checked on there, it'll have all of the different items as requirements as well. And I've tried to keep that up to date. Well, actually, I know there's a couple I haven't. I'll get around to it. I gotta go lure that impling, ain't I? Don't I? Shouldn't I? Just loafing over here. That is the wrong account. Ugh, gosh. What do I say? He's giving away all his stuff. Chunk locked in your life would be fun. I feel like if you're really chunk locked, like Iron Man chunk locked in real life, it would be quite difficult. Because like Well, I guess, would you consider like going to the grocery store and buying food? Would that be like going to a store, like a general store here, or would that be like going to the Grand Exchange? I don't know. This guy's shredding me. This song is too hard for me right now. I'm sorry. Pigboard nerd. Okay. Travel within your zip code? Would you only then be able to purchase things manufactured within your zip code? That's my question. Are you wary of the west chunk? As in the future you could get the South Taverley chunk and have to get loot from dragons, etc. I am not super worried about the west one. The west one, I'll have to get the rock golem pet. Other than that, it doesn't offer me much other than getting me closer to Taverley and the other than getting me closer to Tavelry dungeon, which would be a good while to finish that one, as Broski can attest. And also gets me closer to the Herblore Cape as well. But by the time I get to the Herblore Cape, I might not be able to complete the quest because of all those different meats I need. But inside Taverley Dungeon, it wouldn't be that bad. I think I wrote down some potentially dangerous things. Yeah, the Black Knights in there, the herbs might take a sec, and you know, the visage and stuff, but I don't think there's anything in there that quite compares to this first chunk, so at least Rock Golem seems a little more realistic than Tangleroot. That's true. Yeah, Tangleroot seems fairly unreasonable. What are your rules on chunk rolls again? Do magic tellies or jewelry tellies count? Nope. So I take like the same rolling rules as Limpwort, where teleports or ships that you can get there by foot, like not to islands, those places would not be rollable. So like, even though I could just teleport to the fight pits right now, I would not make that rollable. Getting 99 Herblore would be heck with such a small amount of chunks to work with. Yeah, it wouldn't be super great. The main thing would be secondaries. Those would be a pain in the rear end. I already have quite a few herbs, nowhere near enough for 99. But I mean, one of the nice things is that the likelihood of rolling Taverley Dungeon before the Herblore Cape is very high. Because, like, to get in there, I kind of have to go through here, which has the Taverley Dungeon. So I will have access to Chaos Druids, which would be probably how I would get herbs unless I unlock the Falador herb patch. Even then, I don't think I'd have any seeds. I'd have Harlander seeds from Earth Implings. Yeah, we'd have to see if it would be a backlog. I'm not sure if, like, mathematically it would take longer than this chunk, for instance. I'm getting just smacked. Which game? I don't think I understand the question. But the answer is Settlers of Catan. That's the answer. There's a tree patch by the Taverley Dungeon by the Taverley Dungeon, so that's an upside. Could note them there and go back. Yeah, that's true. Not sure if that'd be faster than teleporting to Falador and banking, because I'd have to run all the way back. And I think Chaos Druids drop. I know they drop law runes, I think. Puro's in that chunk too. Yeah, Puro's right in this north chunk. Not sure how much that would help me with 99 Herblore. Heyo, first range level. I'm curious how fast I'm gonna burn through these arrows. I have like 10,000 steel, 10,000 iron, and 15,000 bronze. And I'm gonna pick all the loose arrows up because I've been doing that for months, so why not? Everyone's gotta waste sometimes, somehow. It's only Friday night. I've never really understood the whole Friday night is party night kind of thing. But maybe that's just that I'm like so boring. I don't know, it's just a good night to chill. And you can chill for longer. Earth Impling inbound, boys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where'd he go? Oh, hope you unlock East Valley before the chunk west of Valley. Mining pet sounds way harder, way better to get with Metal Lead Mine. I would agree. And Mining Guild Amethyst. And rock spawns. Yeah, it would be better. I'd also have a rune pickaxe as opposed to a mithril pickaxe. At this point, rolling a chunk just sounds nice though, you know? But yeah, I hope for the East chunk too, even though it'd be so much to do. I just like to say that I own all of Falador. So you can recover for 2 days. I guess that's the thought process. I was thinking that I'd use most of my arrows on white knights because getting slapped by them, even while I'm wearing armor, would be very devastating. So I was hoping to safe spot them, but I feel like doing it at this low of ranged might not be a good use of my arrows. We'll see. We'll see. Went to gourmet impling? I think usually, unless I'm like actively seeking out implings, I usually won't make an effort unless it is higher than a gourmet. So an earth or an essence are the ones I would get out of bed for. Yeah, you can safe spot in the jail cell or over tables, or there's quite a few ways to do it. It would mostly depend on which ones I want to kill. I'd probably go for the level 42s because they have the highest chance of getting the herbs and the snape grass seed that I still need. Frank, welcome. Hitting with the real questions. Does your wife support what you're doing? Yes, she does. She likes the video making part better than the streaming part. The streaming is like, we don't really get to hang out because it goes from putting kids down right into a stream. Whereas we don't get, like after a long day of work, we don't get to hang out at all. But the videos and the putting in hours to get the content ready for videos, she's very supportive of that. So I cannot thank her enough. She doesn't really like understand how big of an undertaking it is. I tell her a time frame and that's all she can kind of understand. Yeah, so, the past 2 streams she's poked her head in. I am like dying. Also, if you guys have any song requests by Monster Cat, we can listen to those ones. Any other thing? No can do. But if you have any Monster Cat ones, you can listen to those. Gotta eat all these chickens. Do you stream on YouTube mostly? Yes, this has been the third stream that I have done, and all three have been on YouTube. There's like trade-offs to doing it on Twitch versus YouTube, which we've kind of discussed a little bit earlier, but the main one is, you know, switching from streaming on Twitch as opposed to staying on YouTube. You lose a lot of people because a lot of people on YouTube aren't on Twitch, so and you know, I can send out a notification that I'm streaming, and the people that watch my videos will get that notification, whereas on Twitch people on YouTube would not be notified of it. So I'm just keeping it in one place for now, and I don't have a whole lot of faith in Twitch as a platform, so let's see. Can't remember. Have you managed to complete a medium clue yet? No. We, over the course of killing all these guards, about 110,000 or so, I've gotten many steps. A lot of them were before they had the updates for clue juggling, so a lot of those steps ended up wasted. Just hoping for a back-to-back. And a lot despawned. Which is unfortunate. It's just hard to keep them alive for that long. Even though it's possible to keep them alive, like to keep more of them alive for that long now. So yeah, but I did have 3 doable steps just the other week, and I fumbled them. But I have determined it was Jagex's fault, so that gives me a little bit of solace. Makes me feel a little bit better, because nothing's ever really my fault, you know. Come on. Owning up to your mistakes. I don't think so. Anything by Glitch X City isn't copyright written, I believe. Yeah, there's like, I found out when I played Illenium that that things can like be said that you won't get DMCA striked, but that does not mean that they will not copyright claim you. So that means that like they redirect any profit or anything from it. Like if someone gives me a donation, it would just go to them because their music was in it. DMCA is like, you have to take this down, and then there's also copyright strikes on your channel involved as well too. So I just know I paid for Monster Cat Gold so we can listen to something that doesn't sound silly, and so I'm sticking to that. Anything Monster Cat, I know we are okay. Faladaddy, more like Farmer Daddy. That's true, I do a lot of farming out here. A lot of farming. How do you set the respawn timers? So let me see here. I know you guys can't see my panel over here. What is it? NPC indicator? I think it's in there. yeah, if you go to NPC indicators, on there, you would highlight an NPC in the NPCs to highlight area, or you could also, what is this, Alt or Shift? Yeah, you can Shift tag what something that you want to see their respawn timer, and there is a checkbox in there for show respawn timer, which works pretty well, except when you lag it gets off by a couple seconds. I totally understand. I admire the challenge to even attempt such a thing. Thanks for the explanation, though. Yeah, no problem. Medium clues, they're tough. You've seen Settle do them, you've seen Verif do them. It's not easy. Even though they made it easier, it's still not easy. Yeah. Do you have any pets in real life, like cats and dogs? I have a cat named Millie, and she is an okay cat. She is very cuddly, which is basically all you really want in a cat. We used to have a different cat, but he was very aggressive. So when we started having kids and send him off to the grandparents' farm. We used to have a fish as well, and that fish stank, let me tell you. It was just like a beta fish or something. It didn't die. That went to the grandparents' farm too. Does everything just end up at the grandparents' farm? Maybe. I don't know. Rogue Adventure Time. Let me see. Some things are stream safe and some are not. Adventure Time? By Rogue? It is. Let's listen to it. It is stream safe. Copyright for background music is so stupid. I mean, I see it from their perspective, like, you know, I mean, in this context, what is making money off of streams is 100% not background music, but like, you know, they have to get paid for something. They did make it, so I can't blame them. But it is unfortunate for those people that want stuff that doesn't sound obviously copyright free. Alright, we'll bring in the big guns. Yeah, it is easier in an area versus a chunk. There's more steps to do, usually. Where did that plane go? What's a clan I can join? Just made chunk locked. I know that there's actually like a legit one. I think it's an actual clan chat. Can't remember what it's called. If you open the chunk picker, like it says the name of the channel. I think it's like Chunked Chat, or I don't know. But you can also join, there's a lot of them just join Slay Brothers, Chunkus Lad, Clan Chat. If someone were to Dragon Spear a barbarian into my chunk. it would be very hard to say I wouldn't just kill that thing. Hoping for a ring mold. Even though... No, that would actually be pretty darn good. Because then I could make gold rings. I mean, I know that you would have... Here are the repercussions in the YouTube comment sections. Perhaps the greatest place on planet Earth. Only intelligent 200 IQ discussions. Is my tree alive? I think so. One of these streams I want to like go full on impling hunting to show you guys what that's like, but oh man, I have to force myself to do that. It is not a walk in the park. And they recently nerfed it as well. I used to be able to like type the world in the chat and then it would persist through the chat when I hop worlds, but now it clears it, so pretty much impossible now. Hey, Sly Fox, how's it going? This is going pretty well over here. Starting on range with the magical Hugh short bow. How much is gas here? Last I checked it was 409. Which depending on where you are, sounds pretty good. But depending on when you are, sounds pretty bad. That was Adventure Time by Rogue. There was one song that I wanted to play. I've been trying to listen to more Monster Cat songs during work so I can like add more songs to my list here. I thought this one sounded okay. If it's on here. Okay. 825? Dear goodness. Is that in the US? That sounds like a European gas price. That's a happy problem, Daryl. If you can't remember the last time you bought gas, you're doing something right. I have like a 20-minute commute, like 20 miles, both ways. I am quite familiar with buying gas, unfortunately. I reckon gas prices in Europe have to be impacted too, like because of all the Russia stuff, you know? Right? One would think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm like only getting stuff from Implings. My grain and my iron dagger. That's all I've got to show for this trip. Maybe I should go try to kill level 42. I'll go give it a shot. We'll see how long it takes. Level 41. Well, I may as well get 42 before I go do it. Get food delivery. It's free, so why not? Yeah. Or good delivery. Any other Faladaddy steps? Unfortunately not. We're still stuck with the one that we had last time. But hey, we still have the one we had last time, so not the worst news I could give you, you know? Wait, the music stopped. Oh dear. I could always play RuneScape music. What do you guys think? Do you guys want electronic dance music? Or do you want RuneScape music that I happen to have downloaded from making videos already? I will let the consumers decide. Up to me. Oh no. I hate making decisions. ¿Por qué no las dos? Los dos. OSR's shuffle. One thing, I wish they would fix this about their darn player here. There's no way to like shuffle everything. Like manual, you click on it and it will play it once. If you loop, it loops that one track once. If you do auto, it only plays what is like in your chunk. Like what I want is I want... Wait, loop? Am I crazy? I don't know. But I wish that this was like, you know, just a playlist on anything else where you can just set it to shuffle and you can like click to go next and stuff. But nah. I want to see what happens if I 42 range. Awesome. Void Knight. Let's turn that down. I don't think this is media open folder. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, awkward. It just started a random song. Hope you like this one better. Do I have medieval? I think, isn't that a Falador track? I don't think I do. No, sorry, a Varrock track. Not seen it. Nope. That's really loud. Sounds loud to me. Maybe that's better. No country. The gas price? Yeah, I see this guy all the time. He says hi. Another thing that I do at work sometimes is I try to listen to all of the like RuneScape music soundtracks, and I like write notes about each of them. Like their characteristics, interesting stuff about them, like their vibe, stuff like that, so I can like try to match it up with what I'm doing in videos. But there are a lot of songs, and a lot of them sound the same.
Oh, yeah.
The other day, this level, like 126, stole my young Impling. Like, who catches young Implings at level 126 as a main? Like, who does that? I guess you meet them in Falador when you want young Implings, I guess. I've also never... No, I didn't know that people were very fond of Earth Implings, but they seem to be. I don't know. I feel like when I get to Nature Implings, it's gonna be so infuriating when I lure, like... When I lure one all the way from over here, after hopping loads of worlds, and then someone just grabs it. That's gonna just grind my gears. Oh wait, I was gonna go try to kill one of these guys, wasn't I? Gotta set it so it takes screenshots. Yeah, they see me luring it and they're like, oh, that looks fun. I just passive aggressively follow them afterwards. Don't say anything. Then they put a question mark and then I just log out. Alright, buddy. I feel like I just clicked attack. Alright, we'll see how miserable this is at level 42 range. You don't hunt any Implings, but you're a filthy main. Filthy mains. People playing this game normally. I feel like mains have to be the minority almost by now. Feels that way. This honestly has been pretty fast. Maybe I'll just keep killing these guys. I need to remember what drops I need. Oh yeah, I still need a couple drops from the level 36s, which would be even easier to kill. Yeah, this is going fine. I'll just... Do you guys have any opinion about what is, like, more thrilling? Killing guards or killing the White Knights? Because as long as we're not catching Implings exclusively, I'm fine with whatever. Let's kill 36s. If you count the endless gold farmers and bots, and the gambling addicts, mains. Yeah, that's true. There's loads of those. You say knights? True, it contributes more directly to getting out of the chunk. Or it's more immediate gratification. Oh, but I should be casting Curse on these guys to lower their defense. That would be big brain. I may have to go do that. There's some RuneScape songs that just like slap so stinking hard. Oh, what's the one? How do I open the song list on? Oh, nice. View playlist. Okay. Sick. Let me deposit all this stuff. And we are, yes, we're doing this. Which one am I thinking of that just every single time I hear it? Is it? Trying to remember which one it was. I just love the nostalgic ones. They're like so good. No, that's not it. Long Way Home? Oh, this one's... Yeah, baby. For dopamine. Like, I could see going the other way. You know, some people would, like... I could more understand people selling their RuneScape gold for real-life money, rather than buying gold with real-life money, you know? Like, I can understand that. You're like, I have been slaving away at putting so many hours into this game, and I have great wealth here, but I can't pay my rent, you know? I can empathize with that. It's not right, but I can see that side more. If you were boss of Jagex for a day, what would I do? Oh, I think I forgot to curse this one actually. But yes, that was the plan. Yeah, if I were the boss of Jagex for a day, what would I do? Well, this would probably not be on many people's first list. But it's just the kind of person that I am. I really enjoy things not changing in RuneScape. I like everything staying exactly the same, just play it. I know that like the game can't grow that way, but for my selfish purpose, I want nothing to change ever. So I just cancel all the projects. That's what I would do. But that's why I am not working at Jagex. Because we don't have similar interests. $200 for bonds. That's a couple dollars there. I didn't curse this guy, did I? I'm gonna forget that every single time. Power creep drives me nuts. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I understand that from a game development perspective, it kind of has to happen if you want to keep people interested in playing, but it just feels so bad. Like, it just feels like garbage. Like the Twisted Bow, they announce it, and they're like, this won't be broken. Then it comes out, and guess what? It's broken. Same for Blowpipe and Bowfudge. Just it don't matter. They'll make something broken. Okay, it's switched to a different song that isn't as What was another one I really liked? Miles Away? That one's okay. Unknown Land slaps. Has like this little cha-cha thing going. Yeah, I haven't read anything about the new Raids 3 stuff, but I pick up on trends. I can, without reading anything, I can kind of imagine what's gonna happen here. I don't really know how strong Torva is, because I just play Iron Man, and albeit one's restricted to Falador, but you know. There is very little power creep in Falador, just so you're aware. End game PVM people dictating the way the game's heading just because they want new best in slot stuff. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is that, like, not having new best in slot stuff doesn't scratch the itch of a lot of people. But I really just want everything to stay the same. I'm just super boring. But, like, this game, the reason people play it is not because it's the most balanced, because it, like, you know, because it has the best graphics or the best satisfying combat, you know. It's because people played it when they were kids, and because they get satisfaction from it. And you don't need a whole lot of fancy updates to make that happen. Oh yeah, I'd be a fan of better customer support. Or it would be nice. I would just appreciate it if, like, their automatic banning, like, sent you a message first, like, are you botting? That would be nice. To which I'd be like, no, do you think I'm botting? Man. But about that whole situation, by the way, I do also understand from their situation. Like, it looked like I was playing RuneScape through a third-party client that was not RuneLite. And it was probably also, like, out of date. I don't think that, like, Google Play updates persist through the cloned one. So I was playing on, like, one up-to-date version and one out-of-date version. And that just looks very suspect. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. But I learned from my mistakes. I will not try to play multiple accounts. Pay for multiple accounts for tab members and play on them. I learned my lesson. Definitely tackling botting is something I want to figure out. Yeah, I would agree. For sure. Although botting has not affected me pretty much at all on old school. I haven't really played a normal account that can buy things pretty much ever in old school, honestly. My first account that I made on old school, I played it very oddly. I played it like what an Iron Man was going to be before it was a thing. But then I did that while making him into a dark bow rusher, and then I'm like, well, I can buy a dark bow though, right? So I was like an Iron Man, but with a dark bow that I purchased from the Grand Exchange. Because I wanted to go PKing. What do you need to get done before you can leave Falador? So, let me tell you, Andrew. It is multiple things. I have to get 88 farming, Tangleroot, the beaver, get 87 magic, have to get 50 smithing. I have to get a haircut still for a diary. Not sure which is going to be the hardest, but let me tell you, I tried cutting my son's hair and it's not easy. That one might be the hard one. We still have a couple drops from the White Knight still. Still have to get the Drunken Man key step from guards for the medium clue step. What else? I think that's most of it. Hey! I still don't know how to pronounce your first name there. But, hey! Got Daddy at your service. How do I train smithing? Yeah, so I lamped to 14 smithing, and then I drank a dwarven stout from the bar to boost up to 15, and then I got iron ore from the guards here, made rings of forging, and got up to 29, which now I can boost to 30, and I can make steel. So all of that will be reliant on iron ore as a 1 out of 128 drop from guards. So I'll hit you guys with an update on the smithing. Switch it to dark mode. Switch to Firefox. Okay, so here is, wait, this ain't right. Okay, one sec here. Yeah, I updated it. So, yeah, under the steel column is how many. I'm going to need to kill about 140,000 more guards to get all of the iron that I need. And then also I'm tracking how much gold I need, and I need to catch about 24,600 earth implings. So, a lot of work to do on that front. Finally getting to range. Yes, we are ranging. We have a U short bow. We are not wasting arrows as badly as we would have been. I'll call you Freckles. Koa. Koaikia. Is Brennan okay? That one's easier to remember because it's right in front of my face. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Aren't you the guy that needs to chop like 5 million oak logs? Yeah. In order to go like on rate to get 88 farming, I would need to chop about 5 million oak logs to get all those seeds. And that's before you consider dying trees. Yeah, and that I have to actually go, most likely go past 88 to get Tangle Root, which at this point has not been backlogged. Knock on wood. Oh, man. I hurt myself, my knuckle, on the couch today. I was like shoving in a cushion, and I like tore off a bunch of skin somehow. I'm still amazed. It's such a nice, comfy couch. But dang, I don't know. The giant mole is in the chunk, but it is not accessible to me right now. It won't let you try to go into the lair unless you have a light source. And when you leave the lair, it also puts you into the chunk south of me. So there's quite a few things keeping me out of there. But I do wish I could go down there. It'd be really nice to have that mithril axe from them, and the amulet of strength. Just lots of good stuff. Does anyone remember what this song is from? Any guesses as to the song name? Yeah, maybe 20 years. Tropical? Freaky Forester? That's a good guess. It sounds foresty. But no. Dragon Slayer 1. Nope. I don't know which songs are even Dragon Slayer 1. Plays in Miscellanea. Correct. I couldn't have answered my own question if I didn't see it, but this song gets me in the mood for like popping those maple trees, getting my favor up. But lo and behold, I'm in Falador. When I was a kid, the concept of Miscellanea sounded so awesome to me. You can just own this world, be married, be a king, and have them gather supplies for you. Sounded awesome. But then you have to like dump money into it without like venture capital. I don't know. Is it possible to link things in the chat? I think so. Not sure. Never tried. Post the document you're talking about. Gotta remember what that was. The West chunk? The theory crafting that you were working on? Yeah, I'm curious. You can give it a test. Iron ore. Oh, yeah, baby. I love me some iron ore. Oh, the herblore dock. Okay. Oh, that's why it sounds so familiar, William. Of course. Just kidding. Wait, did this song just play it again? No, okay. Did it not work? Do I have no control over my chat? Oh, another question I was hoping to ask you guys. I'm thinking I'll probably just be streaming. I'll try to stream one time a week, and I'd be curious as to which, like, all the days from my perspective are mostly the same. I don't know, like, if there are any days that work better for most of you guys as opposed to others. I don't know when most people can watch, whether that's weekends or weekdays. I guess weekends are usually more likely for me to have something going on, so yeah, but I don't know. I'm just curious if you guys have any strong opinions. My hope is that doing it just one time a week won't anger people with that their sub boxes are getting hit with stuff. Could pull it. True. I have the ability to do that. Yes. Hey Leo, my night is going pretty well. I grew a maple tree, didn't die. That's great. We're working on range now that we've got our U-short bow to make better use of our arrows. We've been collecting for 10 months, so... Oh, and that also means that my U-tree didn't die, which is a huge relief. I was worried I was gonna be out like 7,000 farming experience. But nope. We are all good. How has your night been? Or day, or week? Just tell me about yourself, Leo. How's it going? Okay, we're looking for chaos and law runes. That's the main ones. Yeah. I think it's safe to say weekends are more likely for viewers being free, but in the end, it's about what you can do comfortably. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I just feel like having it be consistent would be helpful. If not for you guys, at least for me. I can can plan around that. Oh my goodness, David. Oh my goodness. I've been going like what, 20 minutes or something? Probably haven't casted Curse once. That's why I brought him. Thanks for reminding me. I'll try to remember. Pretty chill. Did rock climbing, daily wintertime. There you go. Agility. If if my stream can help anybody with agility, it's worth it. Agility is perhaps one of the banes of RuneScape players. It's like paying your taxes, honestly. It is nice to see the range levels. It's when you don't see a level for like a week, getting these is like, yes, very good. I don't think I cast it, did I? Did I? Oh, I already did. Agility is super chill. Yeah, it's chill as long as you have something else to do. if you're sitting in front of a screen, nothing else, not listening to anything, just doing agility, I feel like you lose your mind pretty fast. Start going loopy. But it's chill when you have other stuff to do, for sure. New agility boss. Hello? Whoa! That was kind of fun. Be capable of going to level 99 with the top release South chunk. Be boosted if you have Port Sarim before. What does Port Sarim add? Probably Eyes of Newt, right? No, you get those in that chunk too. Chocolate? Yeah, for the bear meat, I know there's bears right here. So there's a chance I can get the bear meat, depending on what path I take there. The chocolate, okay. Yeah, for the energy potions. I guess the main question is we're gonna get rat meat, I think. Are there rats in here? So you need rat, cow, chicken, and bear, right? Cow, yeah. It's actually kind of hard to get all those things within a nice chunk area. feel like there's rats in the Taverley dungeon, but that also sounds wrong. I suppose. Wikipedia has never led me astray, except for occasionally. Let's see. Rat? Any rats? Control F. Rat? Nothing. Don't sound like it. Where'd the closest rat be? Remington? Like right here.
Oh, yeah.
Another thing I'm kind of excited about for when I get to Nature Implings is I'll be able to get some clean herbs. I don't remember which one, but I'll be able to trade them for toad flax. No, for stamina potions. Which one is that? Let me see. Dr. Jekyll. Oh, sorry. Can't ever spell Jekyll right. Yeah, you can get Torstals. Clean Torstals. Nature Implings. Oh, hey, Christopher. Thank you for the $5. Good luck, man. Hope to see a vid soon with the progress. Yeah, we're getting there. Let me see. Yeah, we'll need a couple more clips, but we're working, always working towards it. Very generous, very generous. Let's see. Oh no! How much experience does Bones to Bananas give? Is it worth it over burying them? I don't think it... Bones to Bananas, I don't think it gives any prayer experience. But, like, it does give magic experience. My problem is that the nature runes give better magic experience if you do high alchemy. So I'm saving the nature runes for high alchemy. It's better magic experience. Let me see. Where is... Yeah. Yeah, it's like 65 experience for high alch, whereas, you know, I could just... I love this wiki button they added, by the way. It is amazing. Except it does not work on spells. I like... There's gotta be a way. Anyway, I will take a look. But I don't think it's comparable. Yeah, it only gives 35 experience, and it uses more elemental runes as well. Yeah, the meats aren't that bad. Hopefully I would unlock the bear one on the way to the Herblore Cape. And the rat and cow would hopefully head that way first, I guess. Yeah, I need these two chunks, this chunk, and that chunk, and then I need Herblore. Because I already have chicken. How has the magic grind been, though? It's been okay. I mean, let me see. Can I show you magic? That's okay. I'll switch to this. It's kind of hard to read that blood column. Let me turn off that night mode thingy. dark mode off. Oh my gosh, my eyes. But now you can see the colors I was thinking. Anyway, here are the runes I have banked, my total experience. I have to get to 87. Yeah, we're getting there, but as long as this percent banked goes up higher, like faster than my my percent banked of farming, it'll be like 0 time pretty much. But at this point, most of the runes will be coming like pretty much only from Essence Implings, which they give really good body runes and mind runes, which body runes are like, I'm going to be doing so many curses. Yeah, 65 banked isn't bad. That's considering like using all of the runes, which also includes runes that I cannot use, like blood runes. But the general idea is just like how close to how many runes am I going to need am I right now? So it's kind of rough, but then again, the experience per cast is also rough because it's based off of my DPS on White Knights at 53 magic. Maze random? Yeah, maze randoms are actually huge as well. I get loads of chaoses. Which is why I want to get the range levels here right now. Which I'm very curious how high I'll get my range if I actually use all these arrows. It'll be super cool if I could finish off the 38 drop table tonight. Because then I can go back to killing 42s, which have a higher chance of the grimy herbs I still need. I think Autumn Voyage is also a slapper. Can't hear it though. I did get 71 prayer though, so in the next video I'm gonna have to do another one of those acapella things. But I'm running out of like unique little like 4-measure things from the hymnal I have. So like I think I'll have to repeat one, but I don't think anybody will notice, right? I guess we'll see. A demonic one. I don't think they have any demonic ones in my hymnal, actually. Sing to us. I don't know how much you can tell it in those little snippets, but I am faking that bass part so hard. Every single one. Oh yeah, I don't know if it was you who asked earlier, but I forgot. I am in 77, Logan Ranger. I had forgotten to tell whoever that was. Hopefully it was you and I just told you right now. Ooh, didn't forget. This one seems loud. Okay, actually, I'm gonna play one more. Ooh, let's do fanfare for the Falador experience. And then I'm gonna switch back to my other music. Maybe when I switch back I should not do my playlist. Do something else. Let's see. How about those curse casts? I think I did this one, right? Yeah, I didn't click it. Yeah. I'm doing okay. Somewhat. Oh, I love water runes. Right now, they're the only thing, like, they're the bottleneck for curse casts. That's like 27 more curse casts. That is very nice. I'm sort of assuming that I'll get all of the elemental staves eventually from beginner clues, from nests. I don't know if that's a dangerous assumption, but it would be darn nice to have an air staff and a water staff and a fire staff. Although I do think that the earth staff was the best one to get first. Would splashing with them be worth it, or just not efficient enough? So splashing with them gives you the same experience. The way it would increase your XP per hour is you would get to cast multiple times on the same guy. In this case of hoping to kill them, it's not that useful, splashing. Wait, this is a new song. Alright, we switch into something. I'm just gonna play and shuffle and we will see what we get. Never heard any of this music before, please don't judge me. Wait, I don't know if I finished my thought to a complete enough degree, but yeah, it's nice splashing because it gives the same amount of experience and you can cast it multiple times. But when you want to kill, you really just want the effect of the curse. So, like, you know. I think I just did workshop. Was that the one I just ended on? No, I ended on fanfare. Okay. Alright, we'll do one more Falador experience. Workshop, get the full Falador. Although workshop, like, it's a good one, but it has like this odd beginning that it's hard to make not sound depressing in a video. My goodness. Just lagging. You are coming? Okay. Welcome, Logan, welcome. I think I did this, right? No? Okay. If you say so. Every time I look on the ground and I don't see a medium clue, I'm like, did it despawn? I'm like, oh, it's right here. Ugh. That happens when I put it in the bank too. I'm like, oh my gosh, did I drop it? Wake up in a cold sweat in the night. Have to log in on mobile, make sure I didn't drop my clue scroll. Hercules, eh? 2210. Hello, Eric. Welcome, welcome to the stream, the workshop. No, these guys don't drop any clues, which if these guys dropped clues, I would just, there'd be almost no reason for me to go kill guards ever. That'd be awesome. But they do not. So it's only kind of awesome. Honestly, the White Knight drop table is actually kind of sweet. Like, they give really good runes. The only thing that kind of sucks is the herbs. And seeds kind of, like, they drop seeds too much. The 1 out of 128 iron ore is great. Also, the gem drop table isn't bad. But yeah. I do wish that they had the normal rare drop table instead of just the gem table, though. Wait, is this the workshop? Oh, I guess it is. If these had the rare drop table, that would be huge. I would go for those rune weapons very fast. I did this, right? I just don't pay enough attention to do this properly, probably. Alright. You guys ready? Ooh. Thought you were Hercules, man. Oh, there we go. That's a good hit. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, you got this. I can help you, right? Yeah. Tag team. Howdy. Welcome, Logan. Full steel. That's about as good as I have. Perhaps. Although, you got a better shield. Well, actually, U shield. I also have a U shield now, which is nice. Of course, our cave ogresses have good drops. Yeah, they're actually huge. I haven't seen Verf's latest free-to-play account video he uploaded, but his earlier one where he stayed there forever. Your training range is very impressive what you can get from them. Verf is just an impressive dude, not gonna lie. Kind of intimidating. True, I have that black plate body. Got daddy. I'm still not used to the black plate body. It's been steel plate body for so long. Oh, imagine if that was a black axe though. Every time I think about easy clue scrolls, I feel like I need to go hunt implings full time. Because it is. But then you get so many steps from implings that are just garbage, and oh man, why you gotta do that, Logan? Ain't very nice. One sec here. Let me hop to a separate world in case that is to happen again. Alright. Oh, did I just smack a 10? Dear goodness, Daddy. Wait, we're not listening to Workshop. What's this? Escape Home. That's a good one. But now we're gonna go back to the bad music everybody hates. Sorry. Four Rude Helms. For free to play, that's like crazy. I feel like it's got to be pretty competitive there on non-members. That's kind of the, I don't remember who I was talking to about it, but like it's kind of a power creep thing too, adding the ogresses that are just so much thinking better than hill giants and whatever else. Well, I mean, you could argue that free-to-play's been neglected for a while. I'm still not convinced we shouldn't just like do something to resolve the differences between free-to-play and members. Whether that's get rid of members, make everything free-to-play, which I don't think Jagex would be a fan of. Or, no, getting rid of free-to-play doesn't make sense. Never mind, I retract whatever I was thinking. The thought was going somewhere, and then it went to a bad place, and now it's gone. Retracted, redacted. Other words that mean the same thing. An electronic version of Sea Shanty. There is the RS Beats trap remix that a lot of people use. Expunged. Is that a synonym? Let me see. I feel like I have only used expunged one time as a word. I just started typing one time. Expunged. Definition. Oh yeah, that's the word I was thinking. I think the only time I've used expunged in a sentence is when talking about League of Legends champion Twitch's ability, whatever that one was called. I think it was called expunge, right? I don't know. Could be all free. I'm gonna turn it into micro. That's very true. That's a lot of people's model. Although, if we could make RuneScape free for everybody and I just have a little advertisement banner at the top, I'd do that. Ads don't work on me anyway, right? Easy. 44. Perfect. I wonder when I get a new max hit. Probably when I switch arrows. Does the music stop? What? Okay, I don't know how to... What's that mean? Loop? Alright. Free-to-play needs a new update every month to show the game is progressing. Yeah, I feel like free-to-play is neglected in a lot of discussions. It does feel like there isn't a great pathway into RuneScape, but it also, I don't know, to me it just feels like if you're into RuneScape, you're into RuneScape. If you're not, you're not. And we decided in middle school many years ago. But I know that from a we have shareholders, we have to tell good things perspective. They can't just tell them that. Am I using an amulet? I am using a gold necklace that I received from Captain Arnav random event. I think it's the only one I can get. Nope. You feel the same way about free-to-play as I do about old school in general? Wish they wouldn't change things. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if they're going to change things, they should also be changing free-to-play, in my opinion. But I don't think they should change anything. I'm just a sucker for nostalgia. Good days at Hill Giants. Good days. Hey Andrew. Huge fan of the series. Keep up the awesome content. I will do my best, sir. I just gave you a salute, but you couldn't see it. Kind words, kind words. Thank you. Back when Rune meant something. Yeah. Man, I was banking all those big bones, thinking I was gonna be able to afford Rune. Good time. Good times. Yeah, I get wanting to onboard new people, but I feel like to have any shot at sticking with this game, you need your in real life friend to get you in and help you stay. Yeah, that makes sense. It just feels like from Jagex's perspective, how do you like incentivize that? It's kind of hard. I don't know. It's a tricky question how to get people into RuneScape. Thankfully, we're all stuck here, so all they can do is raise the price and hope we don't leave. Oh yeah, there's also loads of bots in free to play. Although I reckon that a smart free to play player would know that they're bots, and be put off by that. But like if you know, some people might just think, oh, lots of people love this game. They're really excited about these hill giants. Beggars and scammers. And we also have, I think that's just the GE in general as well. Yeah, unfortunately for us, and perhaps Jagex, I'm not sure, we have this weird codependence where we depend on them and they depend on us because they can't find other people. Sometimes I feel like Wooks when I walk, like lure them around this table without getting hit. Very good. Wait, this is just playing the same song over and over. Oh, this Monster Cat player is very confusing to me. Yeah, the Faladaddy walk. pick up 2 piles of arrows. Yeah. What you got on this, Wooks? Dividing my arrows evenly. Oh no, I fumbled. Too hot. So the law runes I'm looking for are 1 out of 128. Chaos runes are 1 out of 42.67. Kind of surprised I haven't gotten chaos runes yet. Pretty common. If they shorten the grind, it wouldn't be too bad. Or it wouldn't be too bad. Too bad. Doesn't shorten the grind defeat the grind? Yeah, kinda. Don't forget to curse. Did I curse? Oh, good catch, BC. So what am I missing from the White Knights? Let me show you. So for the 36s, which is what I'm killing now, we need Law Runes and Chaos Runes. And these can be dropped by any of them. And these are the rates behind them are all from level 36s. So just a couple herbs, snapegrass seeds, sometimes do something on a free-to-play world. But it should, like, long term, like, you know, in the big scheme of things, not a very long part of my time in this junk. Just figure it's something that isn't woodcutting and killing guards for hundreds of hours. That would not be as amusing on stream, or entertaining on stream. Making diverse methods for do gain is a better idea. Grinding one method for several hundred hours will burn most people out. Yeah, most people. Experience gain. Maybe we'll try out this table. See how luck is on the north. I stand with the north. Here to hang out, doesn't matter what I do. What's the worst thing I could subject you guys to? Ooh, I could show you guys what the drunken man is like. Alright, this is too hard for me. Sorry, fellers. Next song. The chicken isn't a great grind either. I could do chicken. I still have to get the beginner clue scroll from the chicken. Which I have gotten, I just don't have a screenshot of. Constant camera spinning. Make the stream as unwatchable as possible. Do I stream in a suit and tie? I prefer a tux over a suit. I thought they were the same thing growing up, but then I got married and found out they're different. So, I stream in a tux. And a top hat. And a monocle. And a mustache. And I have a tailcoat. And I have a cucumber bun or whatever they call them in high society over here. Yeah, dressing any less would be kind of disrespectful, I think, to all of you fine RuneScape connoisseurs out there. Haven't paused the stream for my Harley shoe shining in a bit. I will admit that's the one spot I'm kind of lacking in my outfit. I do let them get a little bit not as shiny. Well, I don't like scuff them up under my desk, but like, you know, I'm not treating them the way that like a RuneScape connoisseur should have them treated, you know. Need feathers for fishing and fletching. Yeah, I've been holding on to all the feathers that I have, that I got originally when I did the 58 cooking grind, and I've also been holding on to the ones I get from the maze randoms, but yeah, I will need them. Hopefully I hit Fort Sarum for the feathers before I have either of those grinds to go. The main thing that could happen is a fletching grind, which right now I just have loads of arrow shafts banked in preparation for that. Ideally I'd have a lot of logs banked, but I just want to get to the point where I start dropping all my logs, because like I'll get seed so much faster. A top hat is overpowered. I would agree. It makes me feel powerful. Do people actually still wear top hats? Let me Google top hat and see if I can see someone in a top hat. I'm not seeing a whole lot of people in top hats. I'm just seeing pictures of top hats, you know? There's a top hat here for $217. I'm lagging. Is that how much they cost? Oops, I clicked on one. Oh, I'm buying a top hat. Oops. You have the most arrow shafts I've seen on an account, so top hats off to you. Like, I've never seen someone wear a top hat. Other than like, you know, in a film or something. Like, it's just something that if you wore it, people would be like, why? Even if it's a fancy place, people would be like, what's with the hat, dude? You hiding something in there? Really? Johnny Depp and Will Ferrell wear them? I gotta look that up. Will Ferrell top hat. Let's see. Like casually? I'm not seeing a top hat. I see a leprechaun hat one time. That's what's coming up for me. What was the other name? Johnny Depp. He's having a fun time. Well, he was Willy Wonka. So I'm not sure if that counts. Willy Wonka's character had a top hat. I hope someday I can pull off a cool hat. My grandpa has this great, like, kind of cowboy fedora thingy. I mean, he's really old now, but, like, he looks pretty slick. The real question here is, how are you burying those bones in stone floors so easily? That is a great question. I'm also not sure how you can, like, bury bones from, like, the 5th floor of a building. Unsure. Or I bet if you kill, like, mud skippers underwater, you can probably bury their bones, but, like, you're underwater, dude. Like, what? There's a lot of lore that doesn't check out here. Oh. Have I been cursing? I don't know. Because video games. True. Will Ferrell, the music guy, North Slash from Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses guy. There's this one website that keeps selling really expensive hats, and I'm kind of intrigued now. American Hat Makers. Like, it's an expensive hat. But would anyone wear that? I don't know. Men's cowboy hats. Sometimes just the thought of men's fashion kind of like it's very odd to me. Maybe that's because I've like never had a brand piece of clothing in my life. I just go to Goodwill, Dollar General, somewhere, buy like a $8 shirt. We've exposed his innocent mind hats. It's true. I didn't know what was out there. Shouldn't have asked. Did I do this? Oh, goodness gracious. You know what? I should be on my other account scouting for good implings on this world. But I don't know what world I'm on. I don't want to check. Get a hat with a steampunk vibe. I just don't know when I would wear a nice hat. Like, I wouldn't wear it to work. That would be like way overdressed for my job. And I wouldn't wear it to the home. And those are pretty much the two places I am. Work or home. Ooh, an essence impling. I will take a detour for that. Wait, this is the wrong world. Oh no. Like, just headed out to the grocery store, Walmart. Have the world's largest hat. Then people would just think you're trying to steal something, though. They'd check under your hat. Does anyone know why they, like, sometimes they just randomly ask for your receipt? I still don't know why. And then you're supposed, like, I say thank you. I'm like, thank you so much for checking my receipt. So many weird things in the world. I don't know. World's a weird place. What about to the fine dinery places you distinguished gentlemen survey? That's true. We fine gentlemen do survey many food. Not sure why I deposited everything. That reminds me, one time I went to Red Lobster. And that's about all I have about that story. That's a darn expensive place to get something to fill you up. I'll just say. Oh, their biscuits are so good. But you can also like buy them in boxes at like at the store, and you can just make them yourself too. You don't need to go buy a $300 lobster. I assume they're not that expensive, but I don't know. Or an Inspector Gadget hat with a helicopter. That'd be a good investment. I thought I'd see more of those when I got older, and I have not seen one yet. Very high-key disappointed. What am I working on now, Nicholas? I am... right now I have gotten a yew short bow from growing a yew tree, and it didn't die. And so I can use my arrows now and not feel so bad about it. So I'm using my 35,000 arrows I have saved up over 10 months to train range for some easy total levels, which will get me better maze random loot. And yeah, and I'm also using this opportunity to work on the White Knight drop table, which I'm pretty close to finishing. The thing about like the way I do the drops in my videos is I like show them once I am done with them, not like as I work on them. So like as far as anybody knows, I could have like no drops from them, even though I have just a couple. But yeah, I guess it's a little special something for this stream. Oh, another essence sampling. I'm just gonna be going back and forth and back and forth. You have a lot of NPC drop tables left? I don't really. I just have the White Knights. I have the Drunken Man key, which I would get from a certain medium clue step, which I somehow have not gotten yet. I need to get a beginner clue scroll from the chicken, which I have gotten. I just don't have proof that I got it. Yeah. Anything else? Nope. I finished the imp drop table already. So I think those are the only ones. I've just kind of neglected doing most of the drop tables in favor of making progress on the bigger, more difficult goals. White Knight Slayer. Nice. Welcome, Agent. Why am I closing this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where'd it go?
Oh, yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Coming. Oh. Oh. No. Yeah, body runes. Awesome. How many range levels do I expect to get from this? I don't know at this point. I have used like, I don't know, 500 arrows, and I got from 40 to 44. I really have no idea. What? Ah. Whatever. I'll kill it. Yeah, I know. Faladaddy Starts. Did he hit this one too? Oh, my goodness. Range training. Yes, 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 broski. You see, I have pop you short bow, baby. So I don't feel as bad about using all the runes or the arrows I've collected for 10 months. Hey, Brennan, thanks for the $4.99. Gotta head out, but I truly do appreciate your streams. Much love, God Daddy. That's very generous, Brennan. Koa. What was the other one you said I could call you? I don't recall. But thank you very much. That's very generous. It's always fun talking to you here. I hope you have a good Memorial Day weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How's it been going for you, broski? Fun? What's that? Y'all are having fun? I can tell from the start I'm not going to be very interested in this song. Sorry. Next.
Oh yeah.
You've been too busy to play? Oh no. Tragedy. But that's just life. Just been doing life. How many arrows do I have? So I have 15,000 bronze, 10,000 iron, and 10,000 steel. And I don't know how many myth and addy. But not very many, because you get those from White Knights, and I haven't been camping these guys. Blood rune. No, that's not the one I need, right? I need law runes. Right? Yeah, I already got bloods. What shows or audiobooks or something while doing RuneScape? So while I'm on mobile, I usually... Okay, well the answer is actually probably the same for both. I usually just watch a stream. I just have a stream pulled up, and I have RuneScape pulled up, and that's it.
Ready, set, go.
Oh, yo, yes. Thank you for the reminder. I need to be better about that. I brought him for a reason. Yeah, I used to watch a bunch of shows, but then I got pretty jaded on just in general entertainment stuff. It's not really geared toward me, really. And sometimes it's just nice to chill and hang out with other people that are chilling rather than like get invested in something. What's preventing me from doing mole light source? Do any imps drop candles or lanterns? Yeah, so it's, yeah, you're right. It's the light source that's keeping me from going down there. And yeah, the closest light source is is a decent ways away. From Eclectics, I could get an empty candle lantern, which unfortunately has the word empty, so it does not have a candle. So I cannot light it. Other than that, that's the closest we can get in this junk. Show us your armor setup, please. Here you go. We are repping leather vambraces, mole slipper, ring of life so I can beat Broski to last one alive. Step chaps. Not the greatest, but 45 range. Not bad. When's my next ranged max hit? I have no idea. I haven't done hardly any research into like the range max hits or anything, so I'm not sure. And I'll also be like switching between the arrows as I run out, so I'm not sure if it's worth me investing too much into the next max hit. Also at these low levels it might just change really fast, so not sure. Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, these body runes are so good. Correctly. Will that's you.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know how much blessing I have, but if you want to come, I can do it.
Oh, yeah.
How did I get to use short bow? I did it the old-fashioned farmer way. I chopped down a tree till there was a bird, you see, who had gathered to himself a yew seed, and I stole that from him. Then I planted it in a pot, and I've been training away on willows, oaks, maples, until I could grow it. Then I grew it, and then I chopped it, and then I cut it, and then I fleshed it, and now I have it. It only took 10 months. Current max hit is 6. Max hit 7, 48. Getting pretty close. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Do I have to stay in the city? Yeah, so these accounts, you have to stay within a chunk, which I'm hoping to open. Yeah, so there's a chunk is 64 tiles by 64 tiles. They used to be used to load the game. I don't think they're used that way as much anymore. I'm not entirely sure about that. But yeah, so the chunk account concept is you have to stay within that area until you complete everything within that area, and you can have varying levels of what you consider completing that area. And I have a rather strict one. How many iron arrows? I have 10,000. And also 10,000 steel. Can I get an oil lantern? Soda ash could be made from seaweed. That comes from a baby impling and a bucket of sand from earth impling. Yeah, I can make... No, I can't make the lantern. I don't have a glass blowing pipe. And I would not be able to fill it with oil either. So... But I can make the molten glass, you are correct. That's how I've been training my crafting. Very slowly. But training nonetheless. Because if you have quite a few iron arrows, use them at 46 range because it gives you max hit, max hits, more kills and stuff. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly like what was better to use my worse arrows at lower levels to get higher levels, so that, like, I have better use for my higher level arrows or higher tier arrows, or use the higher tier ones early to power through the lower levels to get better distance out of my lower tier arrows. I couldn't decide, so I'm just gonna go bronze up. But if it does make more sense to use the higher ones first, I could do that. Because, like, my range accuracy is probably not the greatest on these guys. They have a decent bit of range defense. Bronze to 46, then irons. I could do that, yeah. That'll be pretty fast. I'm just one level away. I was hoping to kill the highwayman for a cape. Yeah. No cape yet. I'm not sure when my first cape will be. I could get a cape from Easy Blue Scroll Casket. Get one of like the skull cape or something. If you're AFK, then bronze would be better if you expect to not pick them up faster. Oh, another essence sibling on the horizon. I hope it's body raids. Nature ruins. I love those nature ruins. I What's the biggest grind left in the chunk? Farming? Yeah, I would say farming. Definitely if you consider the Tangle route, that's the biggest one for sure. And I'm really hoping we get spooned on it. But I'll give it my best shot. Can I trade the shopkeeper? Like this guy? I can trade the shopkeeper. He doesn't sell a whole lot of useful stuff for me though. Assuming that's the shopkeeper you're talking about. This is one of my favorite smiley faces. This looks so sad. Anyway. Sometimes, I don't know, is that, I like adding noses. It looks dumb, but I like the noses. But on that particular one, it looks silly. This one is also good. Hey. No. Did I already do this? Oh my goodness. I'm losing it. God gamer. I'm not sure who you're addressing, but whoever they are should be thankful. Hey Andrew, do you stay motivated most of the time, or does it require lots of discipline for this account? It doesn't require a whole lot of discipline for me. This is like the only account that I'm interested in at all, and I'm very motivated to play. Here, let me see if I can show you. Hopefully this ain't too weird of a flex, but it should demonstrate like my commitment to the account, I think. Let me see here. We go Firefox. Okay, so here is my temple. I have a script that refreshes it every once in a while. It like keeps track of your stats and stuff. And I've been doing it for a long time. So this is what it looks like for the week. Like, look at how consistent that is. And then for the month, you can tell when the weekends are. And then for 6 months? 6 months? Hello? Here? This was when I was doing the drunken men, and then I switched. Anyway, I do what I do. Fairly unwavering, so. And I've never been burnt out of RuneScape, so I feel pretty confident that I'm gonna stick with this for a good long while. Yo, so you switched from mage to range in these guys. You gotten any new drops today? I have not gotten any drops that I need, unfortunately. I've gotten some good stuff like body runes, which is cool, but no. And I switched to range because I got this brand new U short bow that I don't feel so bad about using my arrows now. Love watching the progress. Makes sense. Good to hear. Yeah, that's why I started making these videos in the first place. A lot of people were interested in the progress of the account, and who am I to deny them? So this music's gonna put me to sleep. That song is too long. Okay. I always struggle with staying on RuneScape. I find myself really enjoying it for a few days and then I end up just not playing. I think struggle with feeling efficient if I don't. I feel like I'm wasting time, which is dumb because it's just a game. Yeah, I get you for sure. Like sometimes if you watch like the big names, like I don't know if you guys watch any of the farmers, they have good stuff, but they're also like efficient. And watching Bodhi, he's efficient. Just a lot of the meta is just try to be as efficient as you can. And so if you're not that, you feel like you're failing somehow, but the solution is to pick a route where you cannot be efficient. A chunk account. But yeah, I mean, if like if you're not into RuneScape as much as you used to be, that's not like necessarily a bad thing. You know, life comes, people change. You know, interests and hobbies are fine to fluctuate. If you're not enjoying it as much as something else, then there's no reason to force yourself to play it. You know. How'd you make the U-bow? Enjoyed the stream? I made the U-bow by growing a U tree. It took a long while to get to that point, but I grew it and I chopped it down and I fletched it, strung it with a bowstring from a young impling. Here we are. What's your best prison food hack? I've never been to prison, nor have I hacked prison food. So I'm probably not the most qualified to answer your question, but I don't know. The only thing that comes to mind, which is like very loosely related, as in like not at all, is that like I get like shivers and chills when people bite ice cubes. That's all I have to say to answer your question. I don't know how that answers it in the slightest, but there's your information, I guess. It's pretty good advice. That's how I felt switching from main to an iron. Yeah, like switching to more restricted game modes kind of makes everything feel more important. It gives you more clear goals and stuff. I just really enjoy it that way, and I'll probably play like this until I can't play RuneScape anymore, whatever that means. Comparing somebody to Bodhi is like comparing an average American to Usain Bolt. That's fair. Just play the game and have fun. Yep, that's good words to live by. Hey yo. farming got to be a huge pain on this account. It depends what you mean by pain. I mean, it does take a long time. Okay, the painful part of farming is when you put super compost on on a maple tree and it dies anyway. The maple tree takes a long time to get, and the super compost takes a long time to get. And then it just goes and does its die thing. Ugh. It's miserable. That part is miserable. But getting the seeds, it's pretty chill. You're just woodcutting. Albeit a lot of woodcutting. And some days you don't get any usable seeds at all, so it's a little demotivating then. Like, 8 hours of woodcutting and you have like 5 pineapple seeds to show for it. But I mean, we're making progress slowly, but surely. I am just very glad that I should be able to get cactus spines and coconuts to protect my yew and magic tree seeds. And I can get those from nature implings. So there is a path to which I can have a magic tree field that never dies. It would be great. Although I'm wondering how, like, in practice, how hard it is to get 25 coconuts from nature implings. Here. You think you might start a chunk account right now and play a couple hours here and there. Not worry about progress, just have fun. Yeah, and I know that like the extreme game mode and supreme is definitely not everybody's cup of tea. So if you go to the chunk picker, you can select your difficulty and you can just play like a vanilla chunk, which is kind of like the easiest kind of chunk. And I would, if you're starting and you don't want to put in like crazy hours, but you still want to have like fun, rewarding grinds, I'd recommend vanilla for sure.
Oh, yeah.
These darn implings get stuck on the guard so easily. Oh, yes. Yes. I love that. Favorite skill to train on this account? Might sound kind of troll, but I actually really enjoy woodcutting. Because it's fun seeing it go up. Like, I'm at 95 already. Like, that's only a couple levels from 99. Of course, after 99, it's kind of like, I guess we're just getting experience at this point. What else do I really like training? Well, smithing is okay. It's just a lot passively and a lot of guards. Prayer always has a good like a good feel to it too. Even though like the actual training, if you look at like your experience and you're like, I've been killing guards for hours and I've got 4,000 prayer experience. Like in small amounts like that, it doesn't feel good. But like when you look at the large picture, like I've been burying normal bones 10 months. I have 71 prayer to show for it. That's pretty cool. It's motivating in that sense. Ice cubes. Got you ASMR food vids. Make me instantly angry. Yeah. Something about ice cubes. Like I just know that they're cold. And even though like there's nothing going on, I just feel like the clattering and I'm like, oh my gosh, that has to be so cold. On teeth? Maybe I just have really sensitive teeth, but that's what I think. I enjoyed watching Clue Chunk Man. That feels like it'd be a fun account. Stumpy Nigel is the YouTuber. I'll have to watch that sometime. Clue Chunk Man. I'm not sure what to expect off that title. What are your current chunk goals? So there's lots of things that I could have as my goal, including 88 farming or 50 smithing or 87 magic. Right now, I'm just looking to complete the White Knight drop table and train range for easy total levels. That's what we're doing right now. Where did my knight go? Okay. 92 is half a knight. That's true. I'm getting pretty high up there. Hey man, love the series. Mind showing stats for a bit? Eager to see your progress. Yeah, there you go. If you're interested in seeing like more specifics about progress, you could also check out some of the links in the stream description. I try to keep people up to date who are interested. Cursed, oh my goodness, BC, you're on the ball, and I'm clearly off the ball. Oops, let me. What's missing from the drop table? Yeah, so from the level 36s, we need Law runes and Chaos runes. And then from all of them, they all share some drops. There's about 4 herbs I still need to get, and some free-to-play drops, which should be really easy. And then Snape Grass Seed as well. So there's quite a bit to do, and I'm really just killing the 36s until I get their drops done. Then I'll go back to the 42s because they have the higher chance at the seeds and herbs that I need. It's a significant but easier than Supreme 1 chunk, but I'm a fan of clues, so I really enjoyed it. Won't ruin it for you. All right. Oh, a significant bit easier. Yeah, I really enjoy clues too. The randomness is exciting. So I'll have to check it out. You said it was Stumpy Nigel. What do you anticipate being a really difficult chunk later on? That's a good question. So, let me start attacking this guy. Okay. So around me, there are some difficult chunks already. The one that is probably the most difficult and yet probably will not be the most difficult is the south chunk, because I have the air altar, which means I'll have to get the rune crafting pet. And my only source of rune essence will be from essence implings. So realistically, mostly impossible. So I would very likely backlog that until I have a better way of getting rune essence. This one, you know, pretty much that's just a mining pit off of these rocks and a mithril pickaxe. Wouldn't be easy, wouldn't be that bad though. The East Falador chunk would be very interesting. It would be 99 smithing, because I can get rune and I have an anvil in there. I would also have 99 mining because of the cape here. I would have 99 construction because I can buy bagged plants and they don't require a saw. And eventually I'd also require the mining pet. And eventually I'd require the squirrel pet as well from the rooftop ability course. And I would require 89 crafting for amethyst. It's just a huge chunk over there. And then the north chunk is also interesting because we get Puro and an anvil, which means we'll have to get 99 smithing off of implings. So yeah, it'll be fun. There's a lot of fun times around. And a lot of those things, it's possible that they get backlogged just because of the unreasonable amount of hours, but I'm not going to say now that something will be backlogged because I don't know how hard things are going to be. And you can do like, you know, napkin math to kind of get a guess, but kind of when you get the feel of it, you'll know really how bad it is. Yeah, air altar seems dumb for needing the pet, yeah. Basically end the account at that point. Yeah, I mean, the air altar itself, if you have a good source of rune essence, it wouldn't be horrible. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be kind of horrible, but like, it wouldn't be too bad. Like it'd be a good long grind, but it's like replicatable. Whereas getting Rune Essence exclusively from overworld random implings is not reliable in the slightest. A desert chunk would suck. Yeah, thankfully we're pretty far away from the desert. East seems horrible. It would be, there'd be a lot to do. It would definitely all add up for sure. Hope I get the north though. Yeah, that'd be fun. Puro kind of drives me crazy, but yeah, it'd be fun. And not enough of imps? Is that even feasible? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, at that point, you know, a lot of people camp eclectics for clue scrolls. They respawn really fast, and you can just do that for gold ore. They also give 1 out of 10 gold ore, so that's not even that bad. And they respawn real fast. So, I mean, and it's like right now it's really hard to get smithing experience. Like for me, I have to do it pretty much through guards and through the very rare gold ore from an earth impling that happens to fly by. But if you can just constantly spawn camp them, I don't think it'd be too bad. Yeah, the bank would look pretty crazy after that grind too. All the next chunks seem horrible. Yeah. Well, we'll have stuff to do. We'll stay busy out there. Love the account and dedication to this build. Thanks. I'm really enjoying it too. So I'm glad we're all benefiting from what's going on here in Falador. West Chunk seems by far the calmest. Yeah, just mining until you get the pet, pretty much. That's pretty much all that's over there. Mostly. Well, I can get the West Chunk, and right now I couldn't use it. But once I get 5 agility, I can use that shortcut and use the mine over there. Hey, I need that one. We did something tonight. We got the lottery. So let's go to our handy dandy notepad. Completed. Ta-da! You were here. Oh my gosh. Huge. Are we listening to, like, what are we listening to? This is not the party Friday that I promised. Make this into a white nightcaps. Congrats on the 99. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be looking at valuable drinks. If you get the East Chunk, do you have to do anything with the drop party room? Not that I'm aware of. I know there's a lot of steps in there, which is kind of nice. Clue steps. But I don't know if there'd be any requirements. I mean, I could have a drop party if people wanted it, but I don't know how many of you guys want a bajillion body talismans. Although I would keep the body talismans, actually. What would I give away? Iron daggers. I would probably, I could part with my iron daggers over there. I have tried to wear Goblin Mail multiple times, hoping that they change it. Hasn't happened yet. I'm curious, if I were to just face tank one of these guys, would I get completely destroyed? Like, they actually kind of slap with their swords. Guess we could find out. So now all we need is Chaos Rings. How is that the last thing from the level 36s? It's a 1 out of 42. Drop tables are weird. .46 ranged, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the level I was told to switch to iron arrows.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I have been curious about impling spawns on the south side. I believe that there's a high tier impling spawn right here, which could be close. Oh dear, where am I? Please no. Which could be closer to my chunk than over here. Not sure. I'm also not sure about the low tier impling spawns over there either. I haven't located them yet. Does anyone know who this guy is, by the way? I know he has to be one of you. Oh my goodness. These songs have been sleeper songs. It's very long. How about we sort by genre? Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. Isn't there a bank chest in the castle? There is on PvP Worlds, which I briefly used that, I believe, while I was doing my cooking. I think? Did I? Yeah, very briefly. Very briefly. I didn't want to be on there too long because because you don't get random events on PvP Worlds. You've gained 34,000 range experience. Hey, we hit the gem drop table. It's kind of cool. Once we get 20 crafting, it won't be bad at all. Problem's just getting 20 crafting. I've discovered that depending on 1 out of 100 drops from implings is not very reliable. So it takes a while to get the seaweed for crafting. What's the street value of this account? 150? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't ever tried to sell this account, so and I'm not sure what the market is like for these kind of accounts. I've not heard of anyone trying to sell a Supreme 1 Chunk Iron Man starting in Falador. But in general, not supposed to trade accounts, I think. I think that's in the rules somewhere. Is that in here? Buying or selling accounts. Let me just real fast report William for buying and selling accounts. Just joking. I'm really excited for Limpwort's next chunk roll. Keeps me up at night. I kind of hope that he gets the tree chunk, so that someone else has to go through the farming with me, even though he has most of it banked already. I wonder if our oak tree... Oh my goodness. Oak tree's ready. That won't quite get us a level. But it's still pretty exciting. Let me see what the chances on getting the pet. Minus 25, yeah, times 58. Alright, so it's a 1 out of 21,033 chance. That's probably how we'll end our stream. We'll go give that a shot. Okay. So let's see. Let me pull up a random number generator to see. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, where'd the... It says there's an earth emblem somewhere. But where? Let's get the earth emblem first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There he is. What's it gonna be? I'll take that. Okay. Let's switch here. Okay. So we're gonna see if we roll a 1, we should get a pet on this this check. Let's see. Close. Really close. So incredibly close. But now let's see for real. What are we really talking? You ready? 1, 2, 3. A message just appeared and scared me. No such luck. Oh well. Well guys, I think that's probably where I'm gonna call it. It's getting pretty close to midnight over here. It's been another fun stream. I'm really enjoying doing all these, so I hope you guys can tolerate him too. I'll keep working. Probably plan on the next stream being sometime around a week from now. I'll plan on either a Friday or Saturday, or I'm not entirely sure. Maybe Thursday, but sometime about a week from now. I don't want to flood people's sub boxes, so hope you all have a good Memorial Day weekend, and stay safe. All right, see you later.